Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Amrinder Singh, and today we will learn how to speak Punjabi if you're a completely beginner. So, before I start the lesson, I want to let you know that this is the third video of Learn Punjabi from Nothing to Fluent series. So if you are first time on my YouTube channel or you're watching this video first time, so make sure you go to my playlist and play first two, I think maybe three videos of playlist name is like how to learn Punjabi from nothing to fluent. So watch them first so you can understand it better. So if you already watched my recent videos, then let's get started. So make sure you stick to the video till the end because I'm gonna give you some homework to do at the end. So basically we are gonna use some vocabulary I taught you in a recent lesson. So we are gonna use that vocabulary and we're gonna start speaking from very basic sentences which is easier for us to talk. I'm gonna also tell you what the difference between a textbook type Punjabi or formal Punjabi and how we say it differently when we speak like in a real conversation, okay? So before I start the lesson, I'm gonna give you some little more vocabulary which we are gonna use in these sentences we are gonna speak. All right. So first word is badia. Badia means good. And second word is can't. Can't is a slang, right? So it means like a fantastic, something like that. If you don't know what is the meaning of can't, you can go on my podcast and you can listen that episode when I describe the can't slang, right? How to use it in Punjabi sentences or when you are speaking Punjabi. So you can check it out there. Then third word is sona. Sona means beautiful. And the next word is sher. Sher means lion. Then we have surj. Surj means sun. And then we have like a prana. Prana means old. The next word is pahad. Pahad means mountain. All right. So these are the words we are gonna use in the sentences. So all the vocabulary we're gonna use, we already learned. I hope you learned because I gave you homework to do that, right? So I hope you learned that. So now we're gonna use that vocabulary in the sentences. So now you can see this picture. We are gonna describe this picture with simple sentences. So you can see there like a tree, lion, a sun, the clouds. That's what we're gonna use, right? So first line we're gonna say this is a lion. How would you say in informal? It's going to be on textbook type. A ek sher hai. But in speaking we're gonna say ek shera, or we are gonna just say like a shera. We are not gonna use ek, right? Because we already know this is only one. Then you can say a shera, or you can say ek shera. Whatever you like, you can use it. And we are not gonna choose had, and we are gonna use a. All right, that's how we speak. Ek shera. This is a tree. ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਦਰਖਤ ਹੈ. This is the formal. ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਦਰਖਤ ਹੈ. In real conversation, it's going to be ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਦਰਖਤਾ. ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਦਰਖਤਾ or ਇਹ ਦਰਖਤਾ. ਇਹ ਦਰਖਤਾ. Are you noticing I'm using a at the end instead of ਹੈ? So that's how we speak, right? There is a sun behind the tree. ਦਰਖਤ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸੂਰਜ ਹੈ. Now in a real conversation, it's going to be ਦਰਖਤ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸੂਰਜਾ. ਦਰਖਤ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸੂਰਜਾ. So only difference you can see when I'm speaking, I'm using a at the end instead of ਹੈ. ਇਹ ਫੋਟੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਹੈ. Or ਇਹ ਫੋਟੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਆ. It means this picture is so beautiful. Let's take another picture. So in this picture you can see an old car and old bike, right? So in Punjabi, so if you wanna say, you can say ਇਹ ਫੋਟੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਪੁਰਾਣੀ ਕਾਰ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ ਮੋਟਰਸਾਈਕਲ ਹੈ. So when we speak we don't use ਹੈ, so we would say ਇਹ ਫੋਟੋ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਪੁਰਾਣੀ ਕਾਰ ਆ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ ਮੋਟਰਸਾਈਕਲ ਆ. alright, ਕਾਰ ਤੇ ਮੋਟਰਸਾਈਕਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੈਂਟ ਨੇ. So I'm using can't means fantastic, right? So here I didn't use I use ne because it's plural, so that's what I'm using ne. But informal, the formal, so in textbook type you would see like a hun, like कार ਤੇ motorcycle ਬਹੁਤ ਘੈਂਟ ਹਨ. So in books nobody use can't, so they can use ਵਧੀਆ, right? ਕਾਰ ਤੇ motorcycle ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਹਨ, but when we speak we don't use ਹਨ, right? When it's plural, so we use ਨੇ. ਕਾਰ ਤੇ motorcycle ਬਹੁਤ ਘੈਂਟ ਨੇ, alright, which means car and motorcycle, they are fantastic. Let's take another picture. So a photo बहुत बढ़िया है, it means this picture is so good. A photo ਵਿੱਚ ਘਰ ਹਨ, a photo ਵਿੱਚ ਘਰ ਨੇ, alright? ਹਨ for a formal, ne for a real conversation when we use, right? When we speak. Photo ਵਿੱਚ ਘਰ ਨੇ, or you can say a ਘਰ ਨੇ. If you are like you are telling me, you are showing me the picture and you want to say to me like, this is a house, right? This is a beautiful house, you want to say that, and you can say ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਘਰ ਆ, ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਘਰ ਆ. So here we are using a because we are using singular, one house, right? If you want to use both houses, then you can say ਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਘਰ ਨੇ, alright? These houses are so beautiful. Or you can say ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਘੈਂਟ ਘਰ ਨੇ, right? It means also fantastic houses. ਉਹ ਦਰਖਤ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਦਰਖਤ ਹਨ, right? ਉਹ ਦਰਖਤ ਨੇ. So here I'm using O because they looks far. So instead of using A, I can use O, right? Or even you can use A if you want because the picture is in front of you, or you can use A if you want, but you can also use O. O ਦਰਖਤ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਪਹਾੜ ਨੇ, right? ਉਹ ਪਹਾੜ ਨੇ. Pahad means mountain. So anyway guys, these were the simple sentences what we used. We didn't use any verb in these sentences. These were very simple, so it was really good for you if you are really beginner in Punjabi. So that's how you can start. So guys, I'm gonna give you another picture, so you have to explain in 2 or 3, maybe if you can 4 sentences this picture, and you can tell me in the comments. So before I show you the picture, if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, you can subscribe. And if you didn't know about my podcast, you can also go on my podcast. Link is in the description. And if you want to just support me and you think what I'm producing and you are getting the value from it and you want to support me, you can check out my Patreon and buy me coffee. Links are in the description. And even if you want some extra help in your Punjabi from me, you can also find out it from the Patreon and buy me coffee. So anyway, there's another picture. You have to describe it by yourself. So what you gotta do is you can use the vocabulary I taught you in recent lessons, and you have to use also pronoun, right? I also taught you in my recent lesson. So you don't need to use a verb, right? Just say it in with simple sentences. So yeah, so even like instead of saying had, you can use are in a real conversation, right? So like there's some chairs, tables, houses, right? So I already told you what does it mean in Punjabi. So you can describe this picture by comment below the video. And after commenting, you also need to practice it by yourself. You can use another pictures and you have to like explain it in your head or with yourself. So this is how you are gonna improve your speaking. So I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll be back with another lesson another day.